Henry, it's only a one-year deal. Have you thought about what you're going to be doing after that, or what's the reason for just 1 year?
I just personally feel that I wasn't ready to leave the Brumbies, and there's a few goals that I want to achieve here, and I think what we're building is something special. So obviously there's a World Cup in mind next year, but my primary focus is being at the Brums. And if it was 2 years ago, I would have gone for the money, but this year and next year is about setting up my foundations for life after rugby, because Canberra's home, and I see it as a place where I'll settle after.
So when you say your foundation, what are you planning there?
Just my life outside of rugby, and sort of putting that all in place, and getting solid foundations before I do move away, if I do after next year. So when I do come back, there's those groundwork that's in place, and my transition can be a lot more seamless, and coming home will not be a foreign thing.
So you said a couple of years ago you would have gone for the money. Does that mean you turned down some cash to stay here this time?
It's always big offers coming from Europe, but yeah, like I said, it's turn 30 on the weekend, and do a reality check. So yeah, it's like I said, Canberra's home, and I'm really looking forward to putting in some good work here with the club and with the community this year and next year. And as I mentioned, when I do finish up, I should be in a good place to transition into life after rugby back in Canberra.
Was this the closest you'd been to heading overseas?
Yes, it has, and I think at one stage I was set on going, but what we're building here, the new kids coming through, you feel like you can offer a bit more to them, and also just what we do here for our community as a whole. There's a women's program taking off, and that's all something special that we're all proud to be a part of, and hopefully that can encourage people in the community and Canberrans and wider ACT to pick up the game, and that's something that I'm quite passionate about, going out to clubs and grassroots, which is something we'll aim for this year, next year.
Oh, you mentioned the World Cup. Like Wallabies obviously played a factor in your decision because you've been there or thereabouts, but has that also been frustrating? Because I assume had you cemented a spot in there, it would have been a much quicker decision to stay.
Yeah, but I guess so. But as I said, my primary focus of staying was I feel that I still got a lot more to offer for Brums, and not just for the team and the organisation, but for the community as a whole. And next year is going to take care of itself, World Cup wise, and obviously that is the main goal. I feel like there's things I want to achieve there that I didn't achieve in the last World Cup. A few more games would be good. As I said, this is where I want to prove myself and build my foundations at the Brums, and hopefully high honours can take care of itself.
Any idea what you'd like to do with life after rugby? I guess, as you said, you've obviously had a bit of involvement with the women's as well. Like, are you keen to stay around this kind of environment?
Yeah, mate. Like, I'm passionate about community work and things like that. So I'm really delve into mentorship work this year with some youth work, and also being an ambassador for Lifeline. That's something that we'll really commit to during my free time this year, and just going down and being part of what they do, which is pretty special. And it's a good thing that they're on board as a charity partner this year. It just brings a bit more focus to what they do, and other charity organisations out there. And the more we can do that, the better.
You mentioned it was a really hard decision to make. How long did you agonise over it for?
A few months, really. Bordeaux and came knocking during the spring tour, so I had a look there after the tour, and yeah, it's just been back and forth ever since. But I think once we started putting the jersey on for the 10s and then we started Super Rugby, it just makes you appreciate the position you're in and the team you represent, the organisation and Canberra and what it stands for. So once I started putting that on and once we started representing the jersey again, so it sort of made the decision a bit more easier.
When you talk about pulling on the jersey, no bigger game for a Brumbies player than the Waratahs. Like, how excited are you for that, and hoping for a big crowd out there as well?
Yeah, it's always a big one. I guess we missed out on hosting the Tars at home last year, so it'd be good for our supporters and our fans to come back and watch the Tars come into town and watch a good game being played out on Saturday. They're obviously coming off a bye as well, so and going on how they performed against the Rebels, we're in for a good battle this weekend. So, the emotions of the game and things like that, they'll take care of itself when we get closer to the game. It's just about for us to just nailing down our structures and what we have to do, and hopefully our supporters and fans can come down and enjoy a bit of rugby with a good grudge match against the Tars.
Good to welcome back a couple of the, or hopefully welcome back some of the other guys, Poey, Karts, and hopefully Robbie as well.
Yeah, Poey's been training the house down, and which is always a good thing. And there's no better game for him to come back in, and he just brings that energy and that discipline and professionalism that just sort of lifts the boys, and to have them and hopefully Karts and Robbie back, that'll be a good boost leading into the game. So fingers crossed and see what the coach decides on.